Another vampire movie. Blah, blah, blah.
But wait. This one has Nicolas Cage. Have I ever seen him play a bad guy?
Yes, he's played bad guys before, right?
I don't remember.
Yes.
I don't recall.
The man has been in a crap
854,023 movies. Yeah.
Should I get my Nick Cage resident over here?
There's no point even looking.
Who knows all the Nick Cage stuff? All right. So
I didn't think I was gonna like this because when I seen the previews, like this is gonna be.
We didn't even tell them what we're talking about.
Oh,
we're talking about
Renfield.
Renfield is rated R. It's an hour and 33 minutes, and Thommi was just about to get straight full
I
into
was going straight to it.
He was getting straight up. It stars Nicolas Cage as Renfield. Sorry, Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas. Are y'all supposed to say the boy was
I'm
Renfield?
so busy teasing you. I'm not even looking at the thinking.
See, Carmen
Nicholas Hoult as Renfield. And Nicolas Cage as Dracula, blah, blah, blah.
He kind of considered Renfield to be kind of like a son to him, but you'll see what we're talking about here. Two Nicholases. Okay.
Awkwafina.
You know what? Why is she so freaking hilarious?
Because she just is.
Because she just is.
As
in everything you see her in. Crazy Rich Asians, I think, is the first one I seen her in, and I was like, this chick is hilarious. Then I started seeing Awkwafina and other stuff.
She's a comedian,
is she?
Yeah.
No wonder.
Actress, so.
And I'm guessing she. If you hear her talking, she has a very urban dialect.
She got in a little trouble because people were saying she's using a black accent for a minute there. So
I don't think she's doing that on purpose. To me, it sounds like this is how she talks.
Yeah, but people Black Twitter got her.
Stop it, Black Twitter.
She disappeared for a little while and then she came back.
Leave her. Stop it, Black Twitter. The girl talks how she talks, but listen here, she's freaking hilarious, and I love her.
Yeah.
I don't think she's doing that on purpose. Stop. Gosh, y'all stop.
Ben Schwartz as Tedward Lobo.
Tedward.
Squidward.
Okay. Tedward. Okay. Here comes the name.
Jorge Agdashlu as Bella Francesca Lobo.
You did better than I would have done on that name. And this is why I don't introduce.
I watched how she herself pronounced it, and I wrote out
how to say it.
How, phonetically. So please don't come at me because I really tried on this one. I did.
You did a good job. You good.
And lastly, Brandon Scott Jones as the group leader. I had to list him. Mark, the group leader.
Group leader.
Yeah.
So tell us what Renfield is about, because like I said, I seen the trailer. I'm like, this is gonna be corny, but I love Nick Cage. So there have been days when I sat home and did like a Nick Cage marathon. I love seeing him. Sometimes he's like insanely over the top, but he's always good.
Right.
And I don't recall him ever disappearing off the scene since he started acting. Nick Cage has been pretty active.
Yes.
For a long, long time. So tell us what Renfield is about. And it was not corny, by the way.
So Renfield is Dracula's familiar, aka assistant, and he's getting tired of being his henchman. So
he's tired of being his
yeah, he joins the support group to help him gain the courage to leave Dracula, and he ends up falling in love with the cop.
And what's funny is that the support group thinks that he's talking about the same type of people they're talking about. They're talking about people in life that have been toxic and this and that.
Like his regular boss.
Yeah,
like a regular
and nobody
office.
knows. And it's funny when you hear him talking in the support group because they don't know what he's talking about, but we know. He was like, yes, this relationship have to get out of it. And we're like, they don't even know he's talking about a blood sucking.
Your boss is toxic and you need to stand up to him and you need to tell
they're
him.
Like, yeah.
You're not going to stand for that or whatever.
And the group counselor for their therapy was freaking hilarious. This movie, first of all of it was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
But everybody did their job. But listen here, it not only was it not corny, but listen, it's gory.
Yeah. Oh, that's an extra blood. Like,
it was.
They threw in extra, just,
I think sometimes they just took some gallons, just threw it on the scene, but the kills were freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Freaking hilarious. Let me tell you what happened to me here, because this never happens to me, because everybody knows when I go to the movies, I don't want to sit by anybody. Okay. Now, that's fine if I'm going with someone, okay?
Yeah, I think we get that.
I go by myself quite often because that's what I love, because people like to talk and that's it. If I find out you come to the movies with me and you like to talk and hit me and laugh, the hitting really irritates me, people, when you do that. But anyway.
Is that why we don't go together?
Like, oh girl! I can't stand that. Okay, so what I'm not going to do. Anyways.
I'll be like, girl, I think so-and-so is the killer.
Wait till it's over so we can talk about it.
I think that.
But anyway, I picked my seat, but when I went in there, it wasn't a whole lot of people, so I like to sit in the middle. Usually about the second row from the back.
Okay.
So I sat in a different seat because it put me in the middle. But then some other people came, and I was in their seat, and I was like, oh, I think I'm in your seat, but I can move. They was like, oh, no, it's okay, because they just took the ones next to me. And the girl sat directly next to me. But wait, I've been in such a great mood when because I seen 2 of these movies back to back this week.
Okay.
I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like moving. I've already got my hot dog, and I don't feel like moving this, and my popcorn. I don't feel like moving, even if it's one over, so I'm going to stay. And they all seem kind of cool. So when the gore, some of these extra gory scenes in here that they did, which is so creative.
Did she grab you?
No, I'm going to tell you what she did.
Oh.
When there was this particular scene where somebody's arms got ripped off, okay? He used those arms to murder some other people. When I say this scene was really laugh out loud hilarious. Not only did we laugh, but then she threw her arms up in the air and she was like, that was beautiful. And I looked at her and I almost shed a tear. I said, my gosh, I found a friend who feels exactly the way I do about gore. And I was like, oh, that's just beautiful. There was a reason why I didn't want to move. Thank you, God, for keeping me in this seat. I like this girl. They were all laughing at the gore, and we were all laughing at the gore, and everybody else was just kind of like...
I know, we were laughing at the gore, too. And other people, I don't recall other people laughing at the gore.
We didn't care.
I was cracking up. We were just
dying.
We were those people maybe you would hate. I don't know, because we were laughing hard.
I don't mind when people laugh, and that's funny. But like, it was maybe a total of 5 of us with them in the other seats, and all of us were dying at the gore, and there were a few sprinkled here and there, and they were laughing. I'm like, well, I guess y'all know that we watch gore a lot, and a lot of it. It was freaking funny. They were creative with it.
Be funny too. So
it was
not like it's like realistically real life.
Not Texas Chainsaw Massacre series, but still, whoever did the kill scene, some of them really creative, and I died laughing. Like, I wonder if I could actually, when he chopped the dude's arm off with like a plate, and then he took it and he just threw it, and it planted right into his face as he was dead. I'm like, that was interesting. But this movie was really fun, and I can't believe that I liked it. I really liked it. Like, I will definitely watch it again when it starts streaming. Yeah. But I'm also due to go to FYE, which is For Your Entertainment, at the mall, because they always have a bunch of used DVDs. I bought a ton of used DVDs from there for like $5. Sometimes they might have a 2 for $5.
I thought you said you didn't have DVDs. I thought you.
No, I said I have DVDs. So when my Wi-Fi.
Feel like I'm old. No, I got DVDs.
No, I didn't say DVD. I said VHS.
Okay.
Remember?
Okay.
You still have a VHS player.
I do.
She still has.
I am
VHS
a proud
tapes.
card-carrying member of the VHS club. Okay. Yes, I have a VHS. Somewhere in my world is a Laserdisc player. Thank you, Aaron Ashley, for giving me that. I also have, of course, Blu-ray players.
And that's fine. And I'm not laughing at you at the VHS, but I think it's funny that you still have.
It's like, I just didn't get rid of it. Like, why? Like, I got movies. The movies still work. The VCR
and that's cool.
Still works.
But how convenient now is DVD?
Yeah, do I use the VCR on a regular basis? No. Not anymore.
You know what your VCR would be fun for?
It used to be hooked up till I moved, but
if you had a girls' night out and we just like watch a bunch of old VHS like Pumpkinhead and stuff like that, that would be fun. I would like to take a picture of your VHS player. That's funny. But I'm getting this on DVD when it comes because it was funny. It was funny as heck.
How many clappers would you give it, Mrs. Funny?
I think with this one, I'm gonna go with a strong 3.5. I think I'm cool with that. What about you?
You know what? It's been a minute since I saw it. It's been like at least a week. I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and agree with your 3.5. I don't think that I'm going wrong with that because I almost said 3. Strong. But I'm going to go ahead and give it 3.5. And I don't feel like you'd feel bad paying full price.
Nope, you won't.
I think full price is okay for this one.
Yeah, and because it's a lot of gore, just so you know what's appropriate for whatever your kids is, but the gore level is on high, but it is funny.
There are extra scenes during the credits, and the credits run approximately 7 minutes. Okay. So if I remember right, it's just like flashes from the movie. It's like pictures from the movie and different scenes kind of in the background of the credits. So that's all there is. It's nothing really spectacular or nothing like a whole separate extra scene. Just those things behind the credits.
Well, the lead actor Nicholas Hoult, he did a good job. I like him.
Yeah, me too.
He's cute too.
I like him in everything I've seen him. Yeah. I've seen him in a lot of stuff.
So we got some fun stuff.
Despite a history of turning down non-leading roles in studio films, Nick Cage signed on to play Dracula. It was his lifelong dream to portray the legendary figure.
I didn't know he did that.
I cannot talk today. Yeah.
I didn't know he did that. But again, he has like 80,000 movies, so
While promoting Season of the Witch 2011,
I didn't like that one. I didn't like that.
Nicolas Cage said his love for Sir Christopher Lee is the reason he makes horror movies, and Lee is considered one of the best actors to portray Dracula on screen.
Okay. We got a million Dracula movies. I have my particular picks.
Yeah.
Here and there, but okay.
Nicholas Hoult played Nicolas Cage's son in The Weatherman 2005.
He did.
Hoult named Cage as an inspiration for different roles.
He's been acting for a long time then. I wonder how...
Yeah, he's been acting for a long time. The first time I ever remember seeing him was in Skins. You can see that on Hulu. I was thinking about watching that series over. He's British, so it's a UK, British show. Okay. But MTV tried to bring it to America and remake it. I mean, like word for word. Yeah, it wasn't as good. It was okay. I did watch all of it, but it wasn't as good as the original.
They have a tendency to do that.
The original kicked out so many famous actors that you know today.
That you'll see and be like, hey!
Yeah, because they've been in yes, it started out, that's a British show, but now they're doing all kinds of, as Renfield, they're doing all kinds of mainstream American.
When it comes to foreign film, I'm totally open for it. The only ones that I don't like is when they do the dub, and the dub is heinous.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I can tell when I turn on a movie now, because there are people who are doing dubs and it sounds excellent, so there's really no excuse for it to be sounding that ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the movie's good, I can do it. But when I hear that dub, I don't even have to be looking at the TV, and I can tell that it's a dub.
Yeah.
I can totally tell. And sometimes
I've even watched some of those. So like my Netflix is like newly released, and it's
they don't tell you though before you play.
It's from like India, from
but they don't tell you. I'm like
from Spain and Italy. I get all of these different foreign things. I'm like, just because I watched one or two doesn't mean I want everything to be that Netflix.
No. and sometimes it sounds like the people just sat down in a room and read the script as opposed to acting it out. When you're reading something, it's totally different than you getting up acting it out while you're reading, doing the motion so that it can match the actors. Yeah. And you could totally tell all they did was sat down in a room and read. I'm like, all right, I'm turning this off. It's heinous.
Yeah.
But I'm glad this was, I mean, I probably would have watched this even if it wasn't in English, but we would know with Nick Cage it's going to be.
Let me do the last one.
Okay.
The film's makeup artist, Christian Tinsley, revealed that Cage trimmed his teeth and wore 3D printed dentures for his vampire character.
Stop! He let his teeth get shaved?
Yes.
You can't get that enamel back. Why would you do that?
Only him and God knows. I don't know.
That's like doing body modification to your teeth.
Yep.
Oh my, and you know that hurts. I don't know if you've ever had that done, but when I
have a crown, I've had that.
It does not feel good.
Can I finish this, ma'am?
It's crazy that he did that.
He shaved Nick's teeth down and the dentures were fitted so as not to impede on Nick's speech and to allow full freedom, Tinsley told Variety. Nick wanted to emote and enunciate properly, so it was important the veneers were thin, he said, explaining that the technology allowed him to make quick adjustments to the sharp dentures when needed. In order to put the 3D print to good use, Tinsley had to scan Cage's teeth and then digitally sculpt them so they could fit in his mouth perfectly.
That makes sense because that's what they do with Invisalign, though.
Yeah.
They do the scanning of your teeth. But the fact that he got him shaved, that's like
above and beyond. Like that was
unnecessary. I don't know about
especially with, first of all the makeup that they can do, all the fake teeth we have seen.
Why would you do that at all?
The CGI that they could do. Like, why would you mess with your real teeth? I don't know.
I'm floored that he would do that. I mean, I get people gain weight or lose weight for that's one thing you can get back, but your enamel is gone. And it hurts. And if he does not, they probably did it from the eye tooth. I'm guessing from the eye tooth at the top and bottom. Yeah. But you could definitely hear that I could tell that he changed his speech pattern for the role, and it worked. But there was one time where I don't know if either he was smiling or probably grimacing at somebody. And I seen above his, like right at the gum line, and I could see that it was that. But that was only that one time.
Yeah.
But so what? The movie was still freaking funny.
Yes.
It was good.
Yes. Now you just ruined it all of America.
Like you said, full price, that would be fine. Strong 3.5, absolutely. Go see it. Don't wait. It, like I said, I thought it was going to be cheesy. It was not. It was freaking hilarious. And I met a gore buddy in Harkins. Can you believe I sat next to somebody that I didn't know?
And speaking of Harkins and speaking of prices, they raised their ticket prices by 50 cents.
Not bad.
And the online convenience fee by 25 cents, just to let you know, a little FYI.
Yeah, that's not bad, because when I go to, everything's renovated, plus they have, the alcohol bar, and now we have fries and chicken sandwiches, and I haven't tried any of those yet. I'm going to. But Harkins is so great. You know what?
I actually tasted the burger, because
when
they first came out with the burger, my son and I happened to be at the theater, and the manager was walking around with a tray with, he wanted people to taste it.
To sample it?
Yeah, to sample
Really?
And we were both just like, he's like, no, really, it's good. It's
we're at Costco.
I was like,
go ahead and take a sample. It's
Costco.
Because
I'm a picky eater, and I don't want to put nothing nasty in it. Anyway, it was good. It was good.
How were the fries?
He didn't have fries on the tray, girl. He just had the burgers.
The burgers.
So
did you you didn't get the fries when you ordered it?
I didn't order it.
You only tried it. Okay.
And it was good.
Normally
I eat before I go because it's so expensive.
They also have like salami and Gouda cheese and a lot of different stuff on there.
I'd like to try their pizza. Their flatbread
one. Yeah. I'm curious about that, because I usually always get the beef hot dogs. I've been doing that forever. Plus I have $5 to use for my concession. So I have my popcorn, my hot dog. It came to $3. Yeah. That's why Harkins is so freaking fantabulous. So if you guys, like, I know some other states, their theaters don't have any kind of reward programs, or they make it difficult.
AMC has rewards program. They have the Stubs card, and they have the A+, or not A+. It's A something. And with that, you pay like $27 a month, about $30 a month, and you can see is pretty much unlimited. As many movies as you want. Yeah.
See, Harkins is quick. It's simple. Punch your number in, they're your points. Yeah. That's it. You ain't got to do all this extra. Like AMC just turned me off wanting to do all this extra stuff. I'm like, just let me put my number in to get your points and redeem them. I was getting emails about. I'm like,
no, I don't. I mean, I haven't been there in a while since
AMC
COVID.
They were sending me extra stuff to do, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know what y'all want me to do.
They sent that to give me extra points before, but if I'm going to a movie and if I get my tickets on the app or online, I'm already signed in, so that it goes that way. Or if I walk in and I want to buy tickets, I just give them my card, they swipe it, or I swipe it myself or whatever, or put in my phone number. And
they're still not, as far as the rewards program, nobody is beating Harkins at this point.
Well, I feel like that I can't even think of the name because I haven't been there for a minute. But anyway, it's a good one because you just pay that much and you can go as many times as you want for the month. But their popcorn and stuff
it's not as
good, and their concessions are way higher. They don't have any kind of concession type deal,
rewards or anything.
Like, unless you're a student, then if you're a student, you can get this deal where you can get a small popcorn and a drink. But if you're an adult, screw you.
Because do you really want to take your 3 children to AMC at the concessions? No, I do not, because that would be insanely expensive. At Harkins, I'll pay a couple bucks to upgrade my popcorn. Pop is refilled.
Their popcorn is not as good. Sorry, AMC.
No, they're not. You know it.
For a long time, I haven't been there for a while. And the last time I went, it wasn't like this. But for a long time, every time I went to AMC, it smelled like they were burning the popcorn. they couldn't get the adjustment right.
That's the worst smell.
You walk in and it's burnt popcorn smell. Like, what the heck?
You ever walked into work and you tell somebody burnt popcorn in the microwave? You're like, oh, dude, I don't care what that microwave. The microwave here is telling you 3 minutes at 5.
Right.
Check it at like 250.
Thank you.
Because the burnt popcorn smell, I don't know why it just lingers and lingers on.
And I'm remiss in saying also, AMC offers like 30% off during the day before a certain time. So like
they have a senior day, I think too.
Yeah. I don't know if they're doing the Tuesday thing anymore. I don't know. But they were doing,
a few weeks
ago, doing $5 Tuesdays.
They were then. Okay. And just so you know, Majestic used to be Alamo. Alamo had rolled that out a couple years ago, that you pay X amount and you see all the movies you want. But then they ended up getting, I guess Majestic bought them out, so they don't even have the rewards program, because they had to where you would build points. So I'm asking Majestic, like, are you guys still going to do this? Because I'll pay that fee to go see.
Right.
How many movies? 10, probably more than that per month.
Yeah.
And
I go at least once a week, if not twice.
Right. There were weekends I used to go to movies like 3 times. So I'm like obsessed with it before the pandemic hit. But
it's still, I know y'all might be like, well, if you go that much, why don't you get the AMC thing? Again, I say the concessions are ridiculous. Plus, we both have popcorn perks. So like I'm paying $8.50, right? But for my popcorn, I can get it for free. If I want to upgrade to a large, it's $1. If I upgrade to an extra large, which I can get a refill on, that's an extra $4. So my ticket price plus that. I personally sneak in a little baby soda.
Don't tell people that. Do you wait till it gets live before?
Oh my gosh! Last time I was at the
movie, you open it.
I do. I actually just do it before I even go into the movie theater because nobody's paying attention. I'm like right there where they have like the ketchup and mustard and stuff.
Yeah.
But last time I went to the movie's like almost over actually even too. It's a quiet part in the movie and all I hear was not even me. I didn't even bring a soda that day.
Do it in the trailer when it's loud. Hurry up and
thank you.
Okay, pour it in your cup and then
thank you.
Sit it
my dad.
Your dad is funny. Your dad.
Sometimes he'd forget because AMC their cup holders are solid, right? And Harkins has a hole in the cup holder, right? So my dad, before we would do it, now we do it before we go into the theater. But before we would wait till we got into the theater. Sometimes he's pretty cool with that part, but then he'd be like, put in the cup holder. I'm like, dude,
your dad, he cracks me up.
But he's older, so like, what are they gonna do? They're not. I'm gonna be like, what are you gonna do? Like, he's old. Like,
all they would do was say, please don't do that. And you'd be like, okay, that's it. Yeah. I don't think they would make a big deal of it, especially they know you're frequent. And it's not. I get it. They want their money, but sometimes it would seem like when sometimes I would take the kids there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or usually get them like a juicy, or a high C or whatever. But there were times a long time ago before I even knew Harkins, and we would do that. You're not supposed to do that, and that's not what me and Jules are telling you to do.
I used to bring my bag back for refills. I was that person. Now they watch that. Now they know they have it in their system that you already had your refill.
But look, if they worked, let's say if they worked, Harkins was to see us with the pop. Listen, they would look at my reward and be like, girl, you've been coming here for umpteen years. Just don't do it. Okay. Yeah. I won't, but I don't have to do it now. It's $2. But listen, when the kids used to do it.
Frequent Harkins flyer.
Yes. I swear, when you open that pop, why did it seem like it would last longer when you in movies?
I know. I know, right? See, sometimes I don't even finish that can's worth in a movie. So it's like, I know that the refills are only $2 and I do have a refill cup. But when I get that, I'm drinking like that much.
I do too.
I don't want to have
maybe
to go
this
pee
much.
or nothing too.
Maybe this much is what I drink. And then I'm getting out and I'm pouring most of it out.
Yeah.
I don't drink a lot of, I like the pop. I have to have pop when my popcorn or it doesn't taste right. I know it's in my head. My popcorn does not taste right. I have to have Pepsi or Coke.
Yeah.
And I'll probably drink maybe this much. And there have been times when I've told them, put the ice in, but only fill it halfway. And they would be like, are you sure? I'm like, dude, it's cool. I'm not going to come back and demand the other half of my drink. I don't drink a lot. And I'm a person, I don't like wasting food.
Right.
I don't care where it's at. I just don't. I think it's as a human beings living in this world, there's no reason for us to do that when there are people starving.
Right.
I just don't like to waste stuff. So I'll tell them, fill it halfway. I promise, dude, I'm not coming back. I don't even, half the time, I barely even finish that.
Yeah.
But Harkins is fantastic. Go see this movie. Don't wait.
Yep.
It is really hilarious. I mean, some good stuff in there. I mean, seeing Nicolas Cage do some of the stuff he did in this group that they're in. It's just some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Great date movie. If you and your friend it's some funny gore. If you guys are okay with that, this is a fantastic date movie. Go see the movie. Go out to eat afterwards. End your evening. It's fun. Now, for me and Jules, we are on Facebook. YouTube.
Yes.
Instagram. And Cash App. So if you want to make any donation, we appreciate. What we take that money and do is movies, our printers that we use and all this kind of stuff that we use to print our stuff out, to get our information and money we spend. We appreciate anything, and that is totally fine. And if you have a request, tell us what you want to see. We'll pull up that movie and we'll watch it. Don't matter what genre it is. There's probably 3 movies in this world that I will never watch. There's one I will never watch again, and 2 others that I'm not going to watch because they are a little bit. Listen, I like horror and gore, but there's some stuff you don't want in your head.
Yeah.
And I will not watch these particular movies. But I'm assuming that people, if they request something from us, they're probably not I don't think anybody would ask us to do those movies.
And see, you can tell them that, so now they're going to be looking for it and they're going to ask.
Oh, they're going to try it, but I'm not even going to say the 3 because if I say it, somebody's going to request it. I'll tell you later, but I think I told you before. But anyway, go see the movie. Also, check us out. We're on FearCon, so if you go to Connect to Your City, click the FearCon tab, you'll see a lot of our horror and thrillers on there, okay? So thank you very much. Go see Renfield. Have some fun this weekend. Get out the house. Kick it. It's like 85 degrees out here, and it feels great. It's good. And we've been feeling great lately. So we thank you and appreciate it. You guys have been with us here we've been, almost 3 years now?
Yeah.
You guys have been here. Our, audiences have been growing.
Oh, I'm going to do a special shout out. You just reminded me.
Oh, okay.
To Iris Pena. Thank you so much. You always like our videos
yes,
on
you
Facebook.
do. And we appreciate it.
And I hope that you see this.
Yes, we really, really do. I see her name. I'm like, oh, Iris. Hey, Iris Pena.
Thank you.
Trust me, we appreciate it. Talk to us. Tell us you guys, tell us your take on the movie.
Yeah.
We like to hear other aspects and tell us some hidden gems we might have missed. I know there's probably some more stuff in there about Dracula.
Yeah.
So let us know. All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to our review of this funny movie, Renfield. Check it out. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.